Unraveling the knot. Negative yes. No questions with modal verbs in passive voice. Hello, English learners. Welcome to a brand new session where we make learning fun and accessible. Today we are going to talk about negative yes. No questions with modal verbs in passive voice. That may sound complex, but worry not. We will unravel this knot together, step by step. So, let's get started. First things first. Let's briefly revisit what modal verbs and passive voice are. Modal verbs, such as can, should, must, expressibility, possibility, permission, or obligation. Passive voice, on the other hand, is a way of expressing action done to the subject, rather than by the subject. For example, instead of saying, John can open the door, active voice, we say, the door can be opened by John, passive voice. Now, let's take it up a notch and add some negativity. Not to worry, it's just grammar talk. When we want to express that something can't or shouldn't be done, we use negative forms with modal verbs in passive voice. For instance, the door can't be opened by John, or, the rules shouldn't be broken by anyone. Now to the heart of our lesson today. Negative yes. No questions with modal verbs in passive voice. These are questions where we're anticipating a yes or no response, and they involve negative forms and modal verbs. The format is modal verb plus not plus subject plus be plus past participle. Consider this example. Can't the door be opened by you? Or, shouldn't the rules be followed by everyone? The response could be either, yes, they should, or, no, they shouldn't, depending on the context. The best way to learn is by practicing. So, let's try forming some negative yes, no questions with modal verbs in passive voice. Here are some examples for you. 1. Mustn't the homework be finished by tomorrow? 2. Won't the meeting be attended by everyone? Practice by creating similar sentences and think about the responses they might elicit. And that's a wrap. You've now unlocked a new level in your English language journey, using negative yes, no questions with modal verbs in passive voice. Keep practicing and remember, every language hurdle you cross brings you one step closer to fluency. Until our next session, keep learning and keep exploring. Happy learning, everyone!